Hi friends, this is Vidya Y. Welcome you all to yet another episode on Voice Dream Reader. In the previous episode, we were looking at opening and reading a book, and also we looked at visual settings and we started discussing about audio settings. In this episode, let's continue with all of these features. Specifically, we'll be discussing how to change the voice rate in the book that you are reading and how to change the voice while you are reading a book and set different voices for different books. We'll also be looking at what all options are there in the screen when you open a book. We'll also be looking at how to use the option called Select Navigation Unit to navigate books, and we'll be taking a look at how to navigate a book by percentage as well, either by using the slider or by inputting the percentage in the edit box. In the previous episode, I had mentioned that we will be taking a look at how to change the voice rate. So in this episode, we shall be looking at that now. We were playing the book Pride and Prejudice and found that the voice rate was too high. So we will be changing it now. Since it is fast, let's try changing the speed. I have opened the book, that is, I have double tapped on the book. It is in Pride and Prejudice.
Select Navigation Unit button. Pride and Prejudice.
I'm touching at the top left corner and it says Pride and Prejudice. I'm going to swipe right now.
Visual settings.
You get visual settings. I'm going to swipe right again.
Audio setting.
Audio settings. I'm going to double tap on this because this is where we need to go to change the speech rate. I'm double tapping on this.
Audio setting. Navigate up button.
So you find navigate up. I'm going to swipe right now.
Audio setting.
Audio setting. Again right.
Audio settings.
Once again I'm going to swipe right.
Speech rate.
Speech rate.
150 words per minute.
150 words per minute. So I'm going to swipe right.
40% speech rate is 150. Seek control.
So right now we have 40%. I'm going to say decrease it to about 20%. For this I'm going to use volume down key. If you want to increase, you have to use volume up key. So I'm going to use volume down key. Before it, if you had noticed, it was 39%. It is set to 40% because I played around with this setting. So it doesn't make much difference. It's almost same as 39%. So I'm going to decrease it to say 20% and then let's see the change. So I'm making it 20%.
35% speech rate is 150. Seek control.
If I press volume down once, it will take me to 35. So I'm going to press it multiple times till I get 20.
30% speech rate is 150. Seek control. 24% speech rate is 150. Seek control. 19% speech rate is 150. Seek control.
So it's a little difficult to exactly set it to 20. Sometimes you may get and sometimes you may not, but now I have set it to 19%. That's fine. I'm going to go back and let's try playing the book and seeing how fast it's going to read. To go back, I'm going to use swipe down and left immediately.
Reader. Audio setting.
I'm going to use right swipe.
Bookmark. More options button.
I'm using right swipe multiple times.
Bookmarks. Previous item. Play button.
So let's play and check it out. I found the play. I'm going to double tap on this.
Media control. Pride and Prejudice. Jane Austen. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. However little known the feelings or views of such a man may be on his first entering a neighborhood, this truth is so well fixed in the mind.
So I have again double tapped on play itself and it has paused. Now if you have noticed, the speed is much lesser now compared to what it was earlier. So this is how you increase and decrease speech rate. If you guys don't remember the speed that the book was playing in when the voice rate was 40%, let me play it again for you because we had played this in the previous episode. Do listen carefully.
Next, play button. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Chapter 1. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. However little known the feelings or views of such a man may be on his first entering a neighborhood, this truth is so well fixed in the minds of the surrounding families that he is considered the rightful property of someone or other than.
So as you can see now, the speed after we decreased it to 20% has reduced. Now let's try changing the voice. As you have heard, it's Google TTS right now. Let's change it to something else and figure out. So I'm going to go back to audio settings by using left swipe multiple times.
Previous item, bookmarks button, more options, bookmark, audio setting.
So I found audio setting. I'm going to double tap on it right now.
Audio setting, navigate up button.
So let me use right swipe multiple times till I find the voice options.
Audio, 20%, decrement, accessibility, not tick, not on duck, tick, not tick, pronunciation, voice.
So we found voice. Let's swipe right once.
Not tick, show all tick box.
Let's swipe right again.
Not tick, Lisa English radio button.
So it says not tick Lisa. Let's swipe right again.
Not tick, Google text to speech engine English US radio button.
Google TTS English US.
Not tick, Google text to speech engine English radio button. Not tick, Google text to speech engine English NG radio button.
I'm just using right swipe.
Ticked Google text to speech engine English in radio button.
So it says ticked and Google TTS English India. So this is selected right now. You can select any of the other Google accent if you want US or any other accent that is on your phone. Let me use left swipe multiple times and select Lisa now, the one that we downloaded.
Not ticked, not ticked Lisa English radio button.
So not tick Lisa, I'm just going to use double tap on this.
Ticked.
So it says ticked. To verify, let me just right swipe and left swipe.
Not ticked Google text to speech engine. Ticked Lisa English radio button.
So ticked Lisa. So Lisa is selected. I'm just going to go back. I'm going to use down and swipe left immediately.
Reader. Audio setting.
Audio setting. Now let's try playing the book. I'm going to swipe right.
Bookmark. More options button.
So right swipe is used multiple times.
Bookmarks button. Previous item. Play button.
So I found play. Let me double tap on this.
However little known the feelings or views of such a man may be on his first entry.
So again the speech rate might have decreased. You can experiment with it a little later. Do remember that whenever you change different voice, the speech rate also will change depending on what speech rate you have set for that particular voice and in that particular book. So you can change the voice rate and experiment with it a little later. I have now increased the speech rate to 23. But as I showed you earlier, I'm not going to show how to do it again. So now we know some of the important audio settings and visual settings. We also have learned how to play and pause. So let's explore further on what settings are available for this book. So let me just use right swipe.
Bookmark.
There is a bookmark feature that is available. So let's swipe right again.
More options button.
More options. I'm going to swipe right.
Bookmarks button. Previous item button.
I'm swiping right multiple times.
Play button.
Play.
Next item button.
There's a next item.
Search button.
Search.
Elapsed time 0:10.
Here you can hear elapsed time 0:10. That means 10 seconds have elapsed. I'm going to swipe right.
0% seek control.
So it has played 0% right now. 0% of the book we have listened. So I'll swipe right.
Remaining time 11 hours 18 minutes and 39 seconds.
As you can hear, it is reading the remaining time. Let's swipe right.
Percent plate 0% button.
Percent plate 0%. Let's swipe right.
Chapter 1.
So this is the chapter 1. Let's swipe right.
Select navigation unit button.
Select navigation unit. So these are the controls that are there. So I'm going to double tap on select navigation unit. Let me tell you what this navigation unit is. So in different books you get different options. Suppose it's an MP3 file, you get options like you can navigate using say your bookmark, you can navigate 30 seconds, 45 seconds or 1 minute, like these options you get. If it is a daisy textbook or if it is organized in chapters, even if it is daisy audio, you get options to navigate by chapter or by page or by section or whatever the person who is designing this book has enabled. You get all of these options. This navigate option is to easily navigate the book depending on whatever you choose. So let's go ahead and choose a particular navigation unit. You can explore other options later. Let's swipe right.
Select navigation unit button.
Select navigation unit. I'm going to double tap on this.
Pop-up window. 15 seconds, 1 of 8 in list 8 items.
So here you have 15 seconds. I'm going to swipe right multiple times.
30 seconds, 2 of 8.
30 seconds.
60 seconds, 3 of 8.
60 seconds.
Sentence, 4 of 8.
You can also navigate by sentence.
Paragraph, 5 of 8.
Or by paragraph.
Chapter, 6 of 8.
Chapter.
Highlight, 7 of 8.
Highlight.
Bookmark, 8 of 8.
Or bookmark. So bookmark will be enabled if you have set particular bookmarks. But now let me go ahead and select chapter to show you. I'm going to swipe left twice.
Highlight chapter 6 of 8. Reader. Select navigation unit button.
I just double tapped on chapter. So we have chosen chapter. Now I'm going to find the play button and start playing. And to the left of your play button, that is if you swipe left, you find previous, and if you swipe right twice from the previous button, you find next button. So this previous and next are the buttons that you use to go back and go forward. So the previous button is to go back and the next button is to go forward. So these buttons are used to navigate your book depending on whatever navigation unit you have chosen. Say you have chosen chapter. Now you have chosen chapter. So if you double tap on previous button while the book is playing or even after the book is stopped, it goes back one chapter. But if you double tap on next button, that means it goes one chapter forward. The same is applicable to whatever navigation unit you have chosen. Say you have chosen bookmark. Now if you press on previous, that is double tap on previous, it goes back to your previous bookmark. Or if you double tap on next, it goes forward to the next bookmark. The same is applicable to say 30 seconds, to go back 30 seconds or to go forward 30 seconds or 45 seconds or whatever you choose. Now I've chosen chapter. Let me show you this feature. I'm going to find play button. I'm going to swipe right multiple times and start playing.
It is a truth. Chapter. It. Audio. More. Previous. Play button.
So I'm playing it now. I'm doing a double tap.
However little known the feelings or views of such a man may be on his first entering a neighborhood, this truth.
I'm doing a double tap. So I have paused. Now let me find the next button. I'm going to just swipe right once.
Next item button.
Next item. I'm going to double tap on this. So let me play now.
Play button.
I used a left swipe. I'm doing a double tap.
Chapter 2. Mr. Bennet was among the earliest of the...
I'm doing a double tap. So I've paused now. Now we have heard it has gone to chapter 2. Now if you want to go to chapter 3, because we have chosen the navigation unit as chapter, if we want chapter 3, let me swipe right and double tap on the next item.
Next item button.
And now start playing.
Play button.
I used a left swipe.
Chapter 3. Not all that.
I used double tap to play and double tap to pause. So it has gone to chapter 3. Now if we want to come back to chapter 2, we double tap on previous button. I'm swiping left.
Previous item button.
Previous item. I've double tapped. Now I'm swiping right.
Play button.
I'm using double tap.
Chapter 2. Mr. The.
So I again double tapped to pause. Now it has gone back to chapter 2. This way you can find whatever navigation unit you want and use next and previous to navigate the book. I'm going to swipe right multiple times.
Next item but search button. Elapsed time 4:31. 1% seek control.
So now the book is 1% played. You can also use volume up and down here to navigate based on percentage. So let's see this. Now it's 1%. I'm using volume up multiple times.
6% seek control.
Now 6% of the book is played. You can also navigate by percentage, and this is how you do. So let's make it say around 50%.
11% seek control. 16% seek control. 21% seek control. 41% seek control. 46% seek control. 51% seek control.
So I just used volume up button multiple times and I made it 51%. Now the book is 51% played. Let's swipe left.
Elapsed time 5 hours 43 minutes and 55 seconds.
If you heard, it says elapsed time 5 hours. Though we didn't play so much, we could navigate easily to whatever part we want if we approximately know after what percent of the book you want to listen to a particular thing. Now let's play this.
Search button. Next item, play button.
I just used left swipe multiple times. I'm playing it.
His sister's uneasiness had been equally excited with my own.
I used double tap to play and double tap to pause. So it is playing from 51%. There is another way instead of using volume up and down to play from a particular percentage of the book. Let's swipe right multiple times.
Next up, search, allow 50, remaining time, percent played 51% button.
So now you can hear percent played 51%. You can double tap on this.
Go to percent. Go to percentage edit box.
So go to percentage edit box. You can also enter your percentage here if you know. So let me double tap on this.
Showing number keyboard. 0, 0.
So I've pressed 0. That means I have given input as 0. Let me right swipe once.
Cancel button.
And left swipe again to verify.
Editing 0 edit box. Go to percentage.
So 0%. Now let me right swipe again.
Cancel button.
We can cancel or we can double tap on OK. Let me swipe right.
OK button.
OK. I'm going to double tap on this.
Reader. Percent played 0% button.
Now we have found percent played 0%. So let's go back and play. It should start playing from the beginning.
Search button. Next I play button.
I have used left swipe multiple times to come to play. Now let me double tap on this.
Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen.
So now if you have heard, it starts playing from the beginning. I used double tap to play and double tap to pause. In this episode, we looked at how to change voice rate and voice for any given book, and also we looked at some of the navigation options. Let's continue with many of the interesting features in the next episode as well. Hope all of you enjoyed this episode. Until we meet in the next episode, please take care and bye-bye.